Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Houston Cougars and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game, he said that first win has really helped settle this team in. They knew they could possibly be good, being ranked in the preseason poll, but now they're proving it on the field. He said, we've just got to do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Houston's offense will have the football first. And we get our first look at Connor Wigman. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards.
How much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? It was so special a year ago. And David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason. He's playing at a different level early this season and certainly looking to continue that today.
And that's why this team's doing a lot of winning. And he's doing a lot of performing. Like, he's coming out the gates really, really strong. Got his team in position early on. Listen, you got to start fast. Then you get to the middle of the season. Impressed by the way he started this season.
Out wide right, it's Walker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Hits inside. It's Hughes. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Wigman. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Brown will throw it. makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Morale. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand it to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for running room. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Release to the back. Grabs it in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick give. Uh-oh, look out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening threatening on first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Washington. Turning it on! He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Brown will throw it. Takes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Run in the red zone. It's Washington. All over him immediately. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
On third down, here's Washington. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with the 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside, it's Hughes. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man, it's Wegman. They're all over him. Got out of trouble, got rid of him. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to make one miss. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the backfield, it's Washington. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Washington. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Driving forward, it's Washington. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Wants to go up top on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Follows his blocks. It's Hughes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Wigman. Makes the grab over the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. Brought down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gets rid of it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's caught. It's Thomas. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Right side, it's Broussard. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return, he stopped short of the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Ready. Go.
Brown will throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Washington. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Keeps it on 1st down. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Stands in and takes the hit. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. It's caught. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires on the move. Between the hashes, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. That one's not even close. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The attempt is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on. Oh, they blocked the kick.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with Auburn's head coach coming out of the locker room. Coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Washington again. He's got the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They might have have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Going to the running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. Pull to the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it just in time.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Left side is McGarry. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
He makes a grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the...
Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Hughes. They put the brakes on it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Turns out it's Walker. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Flips it out to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker. I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Houston! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Washington. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him. They're right back on the football.
Caught, and he's got room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Wants to pass. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Quick give. It's Hughes.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Firing to the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Brown will throw it. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Right side, it's Walker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Drives inside. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Washington.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Short gain on the play before he slides. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Third down play from the gun. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown Tigers. And they've got the lead in the final.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's straight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with.
Looking deep. Makes a grab down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Cougars. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes... What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet.